What's up, guys? Larry here. It's Tuesday the 15th, and it's beautiful outside. So I kind of woke up with the itch to ride, and this time of year is always tough family-wise. So I decided let's take a trip. So we're gonna take the 850 down to South Carolina today. Spend some time traveling, hitting DC, visiting some family, and then heading down to Surfside, visiting some family, and then two hours south to Charleston. So yeah, let's do that. We got it all packed up. Some headphones, some GoPro mounts, Advil, Easy Pass for all the tolls and whatnot. And then we got the side cases on. Threw in some extra shoes for down when we're going outside. And then got my bike cover, some water, and I gotta drop off a package before we go. Some rain gear, glasses, and then I'll put all my clothes, all my vacation stuff in here. And we're looking pretty good. We're kind of just winging this. Let's get geared up. Okay, so we're all set to go. Always tough saying goodbye to the old homestead. So say goodbye to the kitties, say goodbye to the wife this morning. I was listening to a podcast, Adventure Rider Radio, and they said something like, basically, if you're not getting pre-trip jitters or butterflies or anything like that before you go, then you're not excited to go. And you know, I like to take this as a good thing, being nervous, and I guess it just kind of keeps you safer. Closing the garage door is always that final step, like, oh shit, did I forget? Yep. Forgot to turn the lights off. All right, one more time. It's cool. Well, that was quick. Pull out the old toolkit here. As I was riding, for whatever reason, this happened. So I gotta tighten that guy up before I get on the highway. Alright, we're in New Jersey. We're about to just exit New Jersey now. Just fueled up and did a little stretching. Back feels pretty good, neck feels pretty good. Yeah, man, highway on the 850 is way better than 310. Alright guys, made it to Arlington. Doing a little bowling with my brother-in-law, Zach here. I already hit the gutter twice. Let's see what he can do. Oh! Early 20s or late 40s. Yeah. This is my brother-in-law's bike. The F800R, it's pretty cool. Definitely see a lot of the GS in there. The tail looks kind of the same. Yep. All right, guys, we are about ready to leave, so catch you soon. Just down the street with my mom's. I'm gonna surprise her. She doesn't know I just drove down here on the bike. It should be pretty cool. I got the GoPro running. There's probably rain all over it and everything, but I've ridden the last 2 hours in the rain and finally got down to my destination, so I'll keep you guys posted. Obviously made it down to SC. Now we're over by Myrtle Beach here, and it's 70 and sunny and all that kind of good stuff. My mom was definitely surprised, so that was successful. That was good. Trip was good. The 850 did really good. It's amazing having the power that the 850 has compared to the 310, obviously. passing cars and just general riding speed. We boogied. I did about 80 to 90 pretty much the whole ride unless hitting traffic. Stopping every hour to kind of get off the bike, rest the butt cheeks, and just stretching and grabbing a drink, going to the bathroom. I basically stuck to every hour and a half, and that was good. About every hour, I would say just about 2 gallons of gas. So I'd usually just fill up because I was stopping for a break anyways. I think kind of stopping that much made it more enjoyable. You're still gonna get discomfort sitting on a seat for that long. It's beautiful out. Just clean the bike up. There's a lot of kind of sand and grime on it from the rain. I did get caught in the rain the last hour and a half. I think hour of the trip was pretty bad. It was raining pretty hard, and I was keeping speed. I was doing about 75. The rain gear. Let's just say I got the rain jacket on. I did pull over to put the rain gear on, and I found one of those car washing tunnels that you can do your own self-washing, and I jumped in there, and it was pouring, and I started getting my stuff out to put on, and then it's kind of this, I don't know if he was homeless or just, tweaker or whatever came in, and I thought I was gonna get jumped for sure. It was sketchy. I wasn't really scared. I can defend myself pretty well, and it was what it was. But he's asking for money and telling me he needed money and cigarettes and the whole thing. And I was just like, listen, man, I don't have anything for you. And I sent him off with a couple Chewy bars and some fruit leather, and that was the end of it. So I know the good Lord's protecting me, and that was that. Plan's gonna be hang out here till probably about 3 or 4 and head south down to Charleston. And so kind of the reason I'm down here is basically this time of the year is when my dad passed away, so it's always tough for my mom. So I figured kind of surprise her, and she's down here by herself, and just one of those things. My dad rode, when he was a little bit younger than me, he did cross country on a CB 900, like a 70s with high handlebars and chopped out and all that stuff. So I guess I know where I get it from. It's just kind of weird that I never really talked to him about it. I don't know why. It's one of those things I don't know. I just never really talked to him about it. And now that I'm riding, it's like, damn, I wish I did. And that's part of the reason why I'm planning to do cross country. I'm gonna hit a lot of the stuff that he hit, and see Grand Canyon and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, it's cool. My dad did a lot of cool shit that I never talked to him about. You realize later on in life, you're like, oh, I'm a lot more like the old man than you realize. So if your dad's still around, man, pick his brain. You just never know when you're not gonna see him again or whatever. Possibly thinking about doing some kind of seat cushion for the next big ride. I do think it would be cool to have something that was inflatable and then deflatable kind of at the hand, kind of like one of those blood pressure cuffs that you can kind of just pump it up while you're riding, and then when you need it low for more technical, you just shh and it drains out. Don't anyone take that idea. That's my idea. All right, guys, we'll catch up soon. All right, so I just made it to Charleston. This is my bro's house. Obviously, it's beautiful out still. Oh my gosh. I just sent him off on the 850 to test ride it. He knows how to ride, but he's little like me, so it's always hard to kind of get on one of those bigger bikes. I got the GoPro on the bike running too, so hopefully you get to catch his reaction. I don't know how fast it's gonna go, but there is a cool speed bump over there I kind of hit. That was fun. Is that how little that's probably how little I look on it. It's definitely how little I look on it. Oh God.
That's sweet. Probably so much fun once, like, I mean, I'm not used to it, so I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm a little,
Yeah.
but it's definitely, this thing's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, even with everything on it, like...
It doesn't feel too bad. You
No.
don't really notice it.
No, you don't. And Charleston was good. It's like 8:30. Heading back up north, making my way. Woo. The boys are off to work. They got their own little pool business. We're gonna hit some breakfast and hit the road. Bike's been doing really good. No issues, getting really used to all the luggage and extra weight and all that stuff, so. Yep. These old work trucks. I'm the only slacker here, not working. Beautiful day. Alright guys, so just left South Carolina. It's beautiful outside, it's just windy as hell, so I'm gonna try to find some back roads that we can cruise on for a bit. I'm gonna take the long way home, so heading up towards Greensboro. I'm trying to make it maybe the Blue Ridge Parkway, but we'll see how I feel by then. All right, let's get back on the road. All right, well, it's Monday morning, and let's see, I'm in Virginia. It's 33 degrees outside, so I'm just getting the bike set for today's journey. I'm gonna keep it light today, hopefully just like 5 hours. If I do 5 hours today, end early, and then tomorrow I'll just have like 4 left. There's actually a bike cover for a GS 1250, but it works with the 850, so that's good. Yep, back on the road. We definitely have the heated gear on today. What is going on with this? Hours of riding today. Ooh, it feels good to be home.